All right, let's talk about something that's on so many of our minds, finding the one. But we're going to look at it through a really beautiful lens. The Islamic perspective on love, on destiny, and on getting that divine guidance. This whole journey, you'll see, is about so much more than just feelings. Let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? You meet someone and there's just this little whisper in your heart, a question you just can't shake. You're left wondering, wait, is there something more here?
And that question is almost always, could this be the one that's written for me? Now that's a feeling everyone gets, but from an Islamic point of view, the answer isn't just in your emotions. Nope, it's about looking for very specific signs from Allah. And trust me, they're probably not the signs you're thinking of. And right there, that's the huge difference. The world tells you, go chase the butterflies, the excitement, right? But our faith, it points us to something so much deeper. Not just a fleeting feeling, but this profound, lasting sense of inner peace. So, let's dive into that. Let's start with that first big sign, the one that really speaks to that question deep in your heart. We're going to talk about how to navigate these feelings and look for a connection that's way more than just skin deep. And the key word here is sakina. It's not about drama. It's not about anxiety. It's this deep, quiet comfort, a stillness that just settles in your heart and makes you feel safe. It's a kind of peace that's really hard to put into words.
And this isn't just a nice idea. It comes straight from the Quran. Allah actually links marriage to finding this tranquility, this sakina. So the big takeaway is that a divinely blessed connection, it should bring you peace, not constant drama, not confusion.
Okay, so you feel that potential for peace. What's the next step? Well, this is where you stop just wondering and you start actively seeking. You go to the source, the one who knows everything.
And our tool for that is Salat al-Istikhara, the prayer of seeking counsel. It's so important to remember, you're not praying to get the person you want. You're actually asking Allah to guide you to whatever is truly best for you and to turn you away from what isn't.
Now, here's a huge misconception a lot of us have. We expect the answer to be some big dramatic sign, right? Like a dream or something crazy happening. But honestly, most of the time, the answer is way more subtle. It's a quiet shift right here, in your own chest. Just think about it. After you pray, how do you feel? Are you feeling more restless, or are you feeling more at peace? Does your heart feel heavy, or does it feel light? Is your mind getting more confused, or is there a sense of clarity? That feeling, right there, that's your answer. So once you've prayed, the next part is to just observe. Pay attention, because the signs aren't only internal. They start showing up in your life in these really subtle but powerful ways. The first big one, again, is that deep sense of calm, that sakina. It's a consistent, steady feeling. Even if you're not physically together, just thinking about them in a proper, halal way brings your heart a sense of ease. And this feeling, it should grow, not fade away. Sign number 2 is ease. Now, when something is blessed by Allah, things just have a way of falling into place. It doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, no challenges at all, but there's a sense of forward momentum, of calm progress. You're not constantly fighting and forcing a door open that just wants to slam shut. And this one is so crucial. Your spiritual paths are in sync. The right person for you will never, ever pull you away from Allah. In fact, they make you want to be better. Your conversations go deeper than just feelings. You talk about purpose. You find you have the same core values. And they respect the Islamic boundaries that are there to protect you both.
Okay, but let's be real. What happens when it gets tough? Because it will. Every path has its tests. It's so important to get this. Challenges and even seeing flaws in the other person, that's not automatically a red flag telling you to run.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that love isn't about finding someone who's perfect. It's about balance. You know, when you're with the right person, their flaws don't make you want to leave. Instead, they kind of bring out the patience and mercy inside of you. You're able to see the whole picture, not just zero in on their mistakes.
And what if you get separated, or things even end? Listen to this, because it's such a powerful way to reframe it. Sometimes separation isn't rejection, it's divine preparation. Maybe Allah is separating you both, not because it's over, but so you can each grow individually. It's a time to heal, and most importantly, to work on your own relationship with Him first.
You see, all these signs, all these tests, they're all pushing you towards the most important part of this whole journey. And that is learning to trust the divine plan, to understand destiny.
and to finally let go of trying to control everything.
And that brings us to this absolutely beautiful concept of nasib, what is destined for you. And please, don't mistake this for being passive or doing nothing. No, it's about you doing your part, making the effort, making the prayer, and then having this deep, unshakable trust that Allah's timing is perfect and His plan is always better than yours.
And that is where true peace comes from. Just think about it. If someone is written for you, if they're part of your nasib, nothing and nobody can get in the way. And if they're not, well, nothing you do can force them to be. Internalizing that, wow, that is true freedom. That's how you really learn to let go.
Because when you get right down to it, this whole journey, all the questions, the prayers, the waiting, it's all designed to lead you to one final destination. And you know what? It isn't another person. It's a deeper peace and a stronger connection with Allah.
So, with all that said, what's your role in this? What are you supposed to do right now, especially if you're in that place of waiting or feeling uncertain?
It really comes down to this. Change your focus. Just stop chasing people. Stop trying to force things to happen. Instead, start chasing Allah. Pour all that energy into your relationship with Him. Work on your prayers, your character, your own spiritual growth. Get closer to Him, and He will bring what's meant for you right to you.
Because at the end of the day, true, lasting peace doesn't come from finding the perfect person. It comes from putting your full trust in the one who wrote your story and theirs. Your life isn't on pause. Your journey isn't delayed. It is all unfolding exactly as it's meant to. Just trust Him.